day 2 of the 2023 annual meetings of the African Export-Import Bank underway in Accra, Ghana. Today, 6 deals were signed between the AFREXIMBANK, Malawi, the Grand Bahamas Island, as well as Ghana Railways, as the Development Finance Institution marks its 30th anniversary. Arise business correspondent Bosun Omofoye, he is live at the summit. He joins us now for a chat. Bosun, good evening to you. You, sir, you've been working all day. We've seen you on all the segments. Well done. Can you talk to us about the 30 years of the AFREXIMBANK and what the anniversary discourse is about in Accra, Bosun?
Well, Rotus, I'm sure the whole conversation was about what you just talked about, Cameroon banning cocoa exports to Nigeria. Now that is a very important issue. If you understand, you just talk about intra-Africa trade, in which 2 countries, such as close as Nigeria and Cameroon, could go into banning of exports. And you've seen similar issue play out within a few countries in East Africa as well, between Kenya and Uganda as well, and vice versa. So we need to move on the intra-Africa trade. But first, let me go to that 30-year anniversary of the AFREXIMBANK. It's a very great occasion. I wish, as a Nigerian, that this event is taking place in Nigeria, for example, because way back in June of 1991, it was in Abuja under President IBB that the idea of AFREXIMBANK was born. Remember, the first president of AFREXIMBANK was Mr. Christopher Edodu, who is a Nigerian, who was the first president of AFREXIMBANK. Today, we have another Nigerian in office, who is Professor Benedict Rama. So we've seen Nigerians play a very critical role in AFREXIMBANK. So it's a whole lot of milestone that this organization is celebrating at this particular annual event for 2023. They're celebrating the bigger assets under management. They're talking about the whole of interventions in excess of $100 billion US. The entire AFREXIMBANK has grown from one single institution to a financial supermarket, where you have a new AFREXIM insurance company, you have the Pan-African payment system, you have the International Trade Fair, which is an annual event of the year of the AFREXIMBANK. So it's grown over the last 30 years, but there's still a whole lot more mileage to cover. Rotus.
Indeed. It's on a positive path, the AFREXIMBANK. Can you tell us more about this new cooperation between Africa and the Caribbean that the AFREXIMBANK is facilitating as the middleman?
Yes, very correct. So I was just going to say very briefly that this is the first time you have the CARICOM, which is the entire Caribbean community attending the annual meetings. So it's the first Pan-African, the first global Africa. That's how the AFREXIMBANK calls it, in which you have the Prime Minister of Barbados, you have the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, you have a whole delegation from across Africa finding their way here into Africa, finding their way here into Ghana, and being part of these very annual meetings. Rotus.
All right, great stuff. Arise business correspondent Bosun Omofoye, host of the Arise Exchange, live in Accra. Bosun, we'll be looking forward to much more from you, I guess, tomorrow as the week progresses. Thank you so much for the update.